Good. I'm I'm Michael Frank Shotwriter, and today we'll be covering, well, basically the 2023's Black Friday sales and stuff. We're going to be covering what's worth grabbing, what isn't. So first of all, two things outside the game. First is lifetime subscription. Now, this means that there isn't that much I can show within here, but the Chimera and its and the Manticore are basically the ships that are pretty much the ones. The ships exclusive to this lifetime subscription bonus is pretty much the other. You do get some of the other lifetime ships, but that basically the Chimera and the Manticore are the two ships, basically not brilliant ships, but they are okay. But the real thing is you'll be buying it for the stocks and services, not for the ship or ships in this case. Because, well, in past years I've said it's 14714. Yeah, I think that was it. But basically, this ship is worth. It's not brilliantly worth flying, but it's nice. But if you don't want to go get anything, you can always just buy straight up from the Zen store, and the Zen buy stuff for the Zen itself. And there's a 20% charge bonus plus whatever stuff you're getting in. But let's actually but I can't really say too much about that other than that's nice things to have. Next up is we're going to cover the biggest thing in, and that's the bonus market stuff. Now let's start with some of the things I really do think we want to cover. And that first one is Merrigan. This is a bit of a weird one. This will lock the entire count, as most of the stuff in the C-Star will lock to the entire count. This personally, in my opinion, is not worth the 4,250 Zen, but I actually have flown this one before. Actually, this is actually I'm actually currently flying it on this character, and this ship is not particularly can work as an EPG build, but is definitely a top build, more of a top platform. And then up, and one of the things quite a lot of people have suggested is the Imperial Rift set. This is most stuff in most has been available somewhere else for, and most half of these are event items. So this is a nice the 2-piece set is brilliant for EPG builds, and it's a nice leveling up gear if I wasn't to use it, if I needed to use it. I personally haven't used it on some of the other characters because it's but some of the other characters I did. Yeah, and this person down the probe. This is universal console for any ship in the game, and well, this is more or less turns your enemies in. This person is basically tries and. It's a nice okay console, but it's not one of the better ones. Now let's quickly look at more of the bundles. Now these bundles have come in two types. They're in the Choice Pack and the Mega bundles. Mega bundles will get you everything in the pack at least once. The Choice Packs will you pick 3 out of the items. and and if you pick ships, that ship will automatically get locked out for your next choice, and you can buy multiple pack versions of it, and you can always rebuy this stuff in the middle, but they are not worth the because they are 14 the expenses. Right, so actually let's look at the Dreadnought bundle. One of the few free or frees, and no, this one I think it is. I believe this one's. These aren't too bad. I mean, you've got 30. You've got the free throwing ship, Paradox, which is, and the Vector type. These are reasonably decent ships. They're not. I'm doing too much with this one, but that's okay. And last of the DQ. The Vadra ship here is pretty much is one of the better ones, and the Krenim ships are not bad, and I think a lot of people will go for either the Undine ship out the remaining versus the Zarya, but I'm not. You can always get these are, in my opinion, not one of the better ships, but the fighter pilot choice fighter pilot checks. Now this one's more of, it's got two very good ships. Did I get so yeah. Because the last both of them have got Undine ships. You have the last Serena. That's a bit of it's a decent ship, and it's a nice look ship. That's pretty much a decent. It's from Picard. I mean, the Deimos is pretty much one of the better ships in the game, and it's full, and I believe it's got spiral ounce. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much detail. And then you've got a choice between an Undine ship, which is a bit pretty decent, and the Karajan pilot frigate. This is a ridiculously large version of Buck's ship from season 3 and 4 of Discovery. They're about 5 yet, because we haven't seen anything of it. And then there's oops. There it is. This ship, this pack, the Section 31 ship up here, and the Varth ships are very decent. And if you're going to pick it, and I believe these two, the Sona command ship is probably the better out to the remaining two, because Sesha is a bit on the mess side. Right. Carried away, the Folian ships were pretty decent. The Aquatics is okay. and this Jem'Hadar is a you know, all these are carriers, so that they're all decent carriers. The Jem'Hadar's bit I think he's doesn't come with frigate pets. Okay. This is it. Well, I'll pick the big pack. This is a bit of one of the decent ship packs. That might be the one also. One of the decent ship packs. This one's got some weird things. That's a ship. Well, it's a 8 choice pack. That's 4 items and 4 ship boxes. This actually gives you 2 boxes. When you pick 2 of the options, actually are multiple ships. Because the items in these ships in this box were originally were faction related, locked. So if you were to buy it, you would either get one of 2. You get one of 2 ships depending on which faction you pick, and I believe that's the Intel Dreadnought's pretty much a very decent. Kevin Tavern Intel Dreadnought's very much a very popular ship, and actually it's one of the decent choice packs for a Muds bundle if you're picking 3. Oh yeah, now we've come to I'm making sure I cover ones I've got notes for. So again, this one the Sun and the Cleaver and the 651 ships are pretty much the ships I would recommend picking out of these lot. They've got decent traits. I mean, as I said, a lot of these are very most of these came up before this ship was probably one of the last. These ships came up before they made cross faction flying possible. So primary faction. Now this one's a bit of a weird one. Would I buy this one myself? Not exactly. This one has the Discovery Science Spearhead. This is not the same one I fly with Scarlet. She's got the 10th anniversary bundle variant of it, but the Daikatana is I can't keep it called Daikatana. Is a pretty decent. It's a decent ship. I mean, the Crossfield is not bad ship, but it's got a better 2 better variants. It's got better variants floating around, so it's hurt by its fact it's the first Crossfield that came in Satirical Line. So when getting this drive, the Recon ship is an okay variant of the Jem'Hadar. The Jem'Hadar is the Paltintel variant. So of the And this one is this particular one has the extending cannon rapid fire variant trait. So that's not. So if you do want to have that on ships, you can, but it's not one of the better traits. And the Sarcophagus is it's more of a lucky ship than an actual brilliant ship, but it used to be a bit better, but it's purely because of I believe the trait honoured dead at the time was very, very much a better trait for quite a while, but that's purely because it was actually cheaper by the lobby store. I mean, I don't recommend any items in these choice packs purely because they're actually cheaper elsewhere. Oh yeah, as seen on TNG, this one's more of a this is a triple pack, triple ship pack, and so basically we've got the Zona Clandestine ship. It's got the sails as well, so it's actually a pretty nice looking ship, but not actually don't know too much about it. The Liberated Berg Commander Juggernaut, it's very heavy and will slide a lot, to the point where you could probably, the Enterprise D could fly around and do some fly around and cause this one to cause the Liberated Borg ship to crash into the sun. Yeah, I mean, I know what the Enterprise D is like, so, and it's probably heavier than the. I believe it might be heavier and slippier than the Scimitar, which is one of the ships I particularly like flying. And the Husnock is for some players will be useful for completing a set or two. And as I said, most of the mud stuff has been either in old events or previous lockbox ships, or the and Alliance. This is a these are three previous anniversary event ships. These the Kittimer, Temmer and Joak. Well, nice ships. I'm not going to I won't pick these up myself purely because I've actually got these ships from the events myself, so not really worth my point. The fine ships. So let's go on to the actual ships. So we'll the Thekkeria. I've got picking up all three of these. These are none of these are particularly brilliant, but they are nice if you want to get. They're not, and the Tadak is an okay build. I can get an okay build on, but it is based on an old ship, and this is very, as you can see, very, very old looking, the old blocky texture. Oh yeah, right. I would not recommend the Rise Cruiser. It's an okay ship, but it's not, in my opinion, not worth grabbing it. As I said, I've forgot this one before, but the Corvette is, in my opinion, a decent ship. It's got some decent. You can pick up the full pallet variant from the Fleet Store if you can. This one's got a pile of paint jobs, and some of them might have some different things around here. But basically, and you also get the RXS registry if you don't get any of the rider ships. But I believe but you can get some decent things if you want to go fast. It's the the experimental weapon which sits in on the ship is pretty much one of the decent stuff, one of the decent weapons to have in the game, and that's where outside of Scarlet I will put on those on my non-budget builds, but then I've picked out from years ago. And the Riser Control Vessel. If you're really interested in science, this ship is pretty much a decent ship to go for. This ship has electrified anomalies trait. So basically, if you were to fire off a gravity well or any anomaly, it'll be electrified. So this will do extra damage to whatever anomaly you do, assuming that the anomaly, so it is very much a decent thing, and it's a nice thing for a science ship team if you want to run a science ship. And now going on to some non items. Now, in my opinion, Sylvia's feline charm is pretty decent. It's to run around with a dino with a freaking laser attached to his head. That's what it says. No, but yeah, it's an okay pet, ground pet. It lives in your lives in your inventory in device slot, so you can equip it, but you can't run it with just let's say it's Warthog, which might be in the mods as well. But it's down with a freaking laser in the head. Yeah. The cyclic modulation weapon print, not the best weaponry in the game. I want it purely because it's a brilliant way to get through the daily ground damage bonuses on a single character. This work is okay, but it's a bit of a it's about the size of a gun, but yeah, not. This is a uniform and shield and a band shield, so this does not give you the ship, it just gives you the look and the looks. You can pick up Lorca and Landry. These was originally a Cunning exclusive, and Crystal Barrier of Death pack, which is basically the Crystal Prism. This is an okay thing if you want to use it. I didn't bother using it Scout because it didn't really work. I also, if you want to get the Evil Lock armor, yeah, you can pick the raincoat and the armor. The armor does the full body, and you will see Scarlet wearing that a few times. A flaming sword, and you also get the tech up with this. Oh yeah. If you know Statical Line, other Statical Line YouTubers, you can now have a top hat if you want it for 1,500 Zen. I've got it beforehand. I mean, I always get these when I come to scan. Also, this is the about time pack. These are basically free exclusive, free former limited time event items which were attached to basically the 3 story missions, which are now no longer in the actually three of them aren't in the official timeline, but one of them is basically. Basically, at the end of the one, if you were to, when you talk to when you would have got talked to, you would have got this Riemann science officer within doing cutting the cord or down before the dawn before during certain time events, but this Riemann is exclusive. It has a few tweaks to it, and you technically got two variants of it. One of them's Klingon and one of them's Federation. And same with the Breen officer, which comes from the upcoming Cold Pack commission, and also the Davidian King came from the previous Spectres mission set of missions. Yes, that's right. All pretty decent stuff. Alright, so let's go for ship bundles. We're going to go. Now, I do recommend when you do buy these bundles, be aware that some of these will be not really. Okay, first of all, we'll start with some of the bigger bundles. Now, these come with both items and items as well as both ships and other items. So and some of these will be exclusive. So you get exclusive variants of those ships. So let's get quickly. So you get the Terran Eagle Pilot Raider, very, in my opinion, a pretty much a decent ship, and is it? I mean, these are. I mean, you can also, if you don't particularly like one of them, you can always run the Federation variant, the skin variants, if you so wish. Same with the Sirius, which is basically one of the a mirror universe variant of the Galaxy X. And because I actually have the old Galaxy X skin, this is how it looks to me. This is very much the series is, I've been understand, is pretty decent, and it's pretty decent, okay for weapon damage build. And Hydra is a Prometheus variant. And when quite often these come with additional,
security teams report to docking base.
Come with some particular consoles as well. So not all of them do, but very nice. But those, and the monitor is a Nebula variant, and whilst it's actually a monitor, a non-mirror variant of the monitor, but I'm not going to go too much more in details. But these are all very, very, very nice, decent modern ships, but these are so much, very much work. The 30 is from a lot of DPS builders. Say it's worth it, and you can also pick another random ship after this. So if you wish, you can buy some of these parts individually. Also, you get the mirror crossfield account unlock and the sticks account unlock. Both of those are actually worth some of this stuff might be worth it, because those two are decent ships, and if it wasn't, and I actually have even got a. So yeah, okay. 12th, again, this got a good pile of ships. Most of these are, with the exception of the mirror angle, everything's a decent ships. I mean, some of these have got. This is Defiant. The Advent's a Defiant variant, I believe.
Transporter technician, room 1232.
And that's a Intrepid variant, and let's say the mirror Intrepid variant. I don't have that. I don't have that particular variant, but I do have the Pathfinder variant. I actually have the Pathfinder. So, Cygnus. This is a Cygnus. Cygnus is a not. I've been told it's not a decent ship. And the Lexington is being told it's also quite good as well. I don't have those, so I can't show too much. I personally, well, I'll cover that particular later. Is the 10th actually still visible to me? No, it's not. There was a 10th. I'll show on screen a 10th, but that's basically if the ship was called if the ship was the Enterprise A, Classic Enterprise, the Enterprise A, B, C, D. That may not be, but if it was the hero ship, you saw it on there, right? Okay, let's quickly whip around to the packs. Right. Okay, let's quickly cover this. This is first. I don't recommend that if you to play this game on its own. If you're new to the game, I would not recommend grabbing the getting the Legacy of Romulus Legacy pack. The few exclusive items here are not worth running. Getting this for. None of these ships are tier 5 or tier. Sorry, none of these ships are tier 6. All these are tier 5 and below. These were the first Romulan ships in the game, so you get a big pile of Romulan ships. So it is nice for almost a 10,000 Zen, but it's not really worth it. Okay, Delta Operations. This is containing this, as you see, I've got, and it's, in my opinion, these ships are more for me for the traits and the various other additions to it. But a lot of these ships are old, and you can put beams on Lafayette while you do cannons. A lot of these traits and these ships are dated and do feel like it, and you don't feel very weak compared to the more recent ones, so they are quite old. We're in the release date of this, so next up is the Temporal Agent Special. Temporal Agent pack. Okay, if you want to have a TOS style stuff, this is the pack for you. Basically, you have. I mean, this is the second big pack that comes. After with tier 6 stuff in it, but you get some of these outfits. You don't have to point out that you don't have to be Andorian, Vulcan, or Tellarite to wear the particular faction stuff. And you get also some nice stuff. You also get the current timeline exclude character 0718. This fella from Star Trek, from the for the second Star Trek time Star Trek film, and you'll get access to a lot of TOS themed ships. A lot of them will be you see here. This one's a lieutenant commander, so, and you can see you only get 2 variants of it. You get more of a classic variant and a modern variant. There is a mini pack which I can't get because I can't show you because I've got the full pack. And if you get this pack, it's probably the only way you can get hold of the TOS style pack skins for some of these ships, because you might need, or you'll be paying a pile of dilithium, because a lot of the Gemini here is a tier 4 ship. And you also get very good access. You get easy access to some decent ships, such as the Temporal Multi-Mission ship, which is nice to get. I mean, everything's on here is temporal, and you also get. Oh, I forgot to mention. You get this is your starter ship, the Enterprise. Although you won't be, you can't name it Enterprise. You'd probably be better off calling it New Jersey. Last of the packs. Now this one's actually is a decent set of ships. Decent ships. You get 4 Cardassians and 1, 2, 3, and a pile of Jem'Hadar vessels. And you also get this one. You get the Cardassian unlock for your captain. So for second captain, and you also get a skin, a wardrobe choice of this. You might have seen then you know where I got this from. You also get a pile of Vanguard British officers and the Jem'Hadar Vanguard race variant of to unlock it to play. That's what my Jem'Hadar we played with was. I didn't actually do anything that required any of the gear stuff. And of course we get access to pile of Jem'Hadar ships, the Raider, Carrier, Dreadnought Cruiser and Warship. You also get access to three T6 ships, so that's the Intel Escort, the Science Escort and the Flight Deck Carrier. And you also get a hold of the Tier 5 Gala. I believe the Gala gets free. Pick up any of these ships, any Cardassian ships will automatically unlock the Spiral Wave Disruptors, which is on its own it's a pretty decent bonus. So it's not a bad deal for if you want to go for the Gamma Vanguard. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. Alright, this is quote a discount pack for me, but that's purely because I bought it in 2 parts. So this is basically, this effectively is you basically get 2 ships, but effectively because the Shram and the M'Challa are effectively the same ship with the exact same strike, but this was pure because this was before they made you could cross faction flying, so you do end up with actually just effectively 2 ships, and the Gagarin and this comes with the Gagarin itself, and the Gagarin is Intertwined Tactical Matrices, which is a decent trait to use. for some places, and of course the crew gets exact same entwined tactical mysteries as well. Now I want to talk about the prototype light exploration cruiser, aka the Walker, and you also get the Georgiou skin. This will basically stop. Basically, it hits level 34. But you basically hit level 30 or 40, so you get to level 40 and you start outclassing this ship. You can get a lot of good. If you're brilliant for leveling up, but that's really all it is. Okay for leveling up because it's you get a lot more gear as a prototype exploration cruiser than anything else. So, and of course you get some bonus stuff as well. You get a female British officer with the helmet, and you also get another and you also get a Klingon variant, so just in case you want to be on which side of the pack. And you also get Ripper. I don't particularly think it is a brilliant choice, but but the choice would have been a lot better. Would have been a lot more better back in the day when you did get when the Shran and the Garen could only work on half your characters, and the Charlotte and the crew worked on the other half. But you can now fly them all, so that's a bit annoying. About the Delta operations and legacy of Delta operations Gamma Vanguard. The Gamma Vanguard's technically got a weird thing to it. It's all cross faction. So the Gamma Vanguard ships are basically, you need to take a Jem'Hadar character all the way up to tier 6 on that particular character, on that particular ship. So you do have to take a Jem'Hadar to fly it. Most of this temporal space stuff was unique to the Federation characters, but there was some ways to transfer some of this stuff, some of the traits over to a Federation captain at a later point, but to a Klingon captain at a later point. But now everyone can fly it, so that it doesn't really matter. We'll go for a while. Right, let's actually go for the actual ship. Let's back to the ship bundles and let's go for the legendaries. Right, I personally am a bit of a fan of the this particular one. Yeah, the big thing you really do want to have is this Scimitar is a pretty decent one. I do like flying this on one of my characters. This has actually got better over the years due to the fact that it's got, I can actually, it's not as a bigger win as some of the other stuff. And you got the Derelicts, and this one might have got a bit better damage, but not particularly too much. It's still a bloody pain to fly. Now, the legendary battlecruiser. In my opinion, got some of the better traits in the entire game. Now, first of all, you get emergency weapon cycle. Basically, I would actually recommend grabbing this instead of basically, this is basically 3 ships in the 3 ship traits for the price of 1. Or actually 6. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7 ship traits for and these are very, very, very powerful ships. So this particular ship is is basically Legendary Avenger. Very, very. The original Avenger had as military weapon set, which is probably one of the better energy weapon traits. And if you were to use its other tier legacy trait is not bad either, and and both of them could be triggered pretty much back to back in my opinion. It's one of the ones I'd actually do consider if I'm not going back. I'm actually considering buying. I can't buy everything. I can only buy 2 or 3 ships stuff at the time, and then you get even better chances of doing even more damage. So very, very much. Well, it's not particularly considered the best ship in. If you were to buy a bundle, and this was it, I wouldn't say it's a bad choice. The Batascu, this is technically the Klingon flagship, so you've got some decent things here. This one's actually got better since it was released due to the Isomag consoles. This one's also got it's got ridiculous amounts of built-in consoles. I recommend pulling half them off before you do much with. But you get not one but 2 but 4 traits in this one. You get supercharged weapons, which basically increases when you have a 75 torpedo, your energy weapons get slightly more damage for the next 20 seconds. And if you do some control damage, you get some additional damage to this. And then there's adaptable plating. Every time you use hull healer, you get a bit more health to yourself. And as for the exclusive trait to this ship, because this tier 5 ship, those 3 traits are legacy traits which come from other variants of the Batascu. Whenever you use when you either use a cloaking device, rapid fire, or kind of scatter volley, you basically do a lot more damage. You do 40% more damage, and turn a lot easier. Very, very much a decent thing, especially when this ship is not the fastest turning ship around. I've actually flown a variant of this ship before, so that's how come I know about it. I don't actually. It was a part of a limited time event. That's why I've only flown it for a short time. But actually, right, the flashback bundle. These are all, in my opinion, some Star Trek Alliance original ships, and these have all got updated. These all have decent ships. These are modern ships, so they're pretty decent. The Cyclone itself is actually, I've actually flown a variant of her. She's not in a variant of that. Not in a variant of that. And actually not in a variant of this variant ship, but the adaptive tactical algorithm basically means that if you're short of anything, buying the Cyclone only is actually might be worth doing. Yeah, and then finally First Strike. Sorry, First Strike. These are 2 decent ships. Another set of decent ships. You can pick up basically the Kira, which is basically the Kira style model, and you get some of the other era style which up here, and then you can pick up some all the other variant skins, and then also pick up the Valdor, which also semi. Both of these are semi-original ships. Semi. It was and it's basically filled up with part of these parts. These packs are only exclusive to. Got exclusive stuff to it. This is another ship that comes with the legacy trait of the Mensch weapon cycle. Another good one. With, another legacy ship comes with it. And then there's temporal replication, which this can do some bit more damage. The first strike has torpedo command and control, so you get more. You get way more damage for you. You get slightly more damage as well, but you also get another copy of you get master again, and some other outfits and stuff. So it's not a particularly brilliant one, but the biggest thing of the lot isn't actually shown here, and it actually is shown here. It's the I believe it's the Maelstrom torpedo. Those are basically the handful of ships that I would recommend if you don't. But one of the best things I always recommend at this time is go and look at the options for your sort of services. 25% off is pretty much the lowest they'll go out. They will have 25% off or not at all. The first recommendation I always do that a lot of us are now who are regularly play the game. You want to get the energy cap increase before you discover you need it, then after, because you will. But this really means you have 15 million or 2 billion, which because once and it's very easy to hit 15 million with some of the stuff you today. So I mean, heck, I've got 3 million on my this account, and I'm not, and this one's actually hasn't done anything for a very long while. Of course, if you were a lifetimer such as myself, you would if you were planning to get a lifetimer, don't buy it if you are literally going to be buying lifetime at the same time, or before you buy a lifetime. Console players don't need to worry about the engine cap increase, because it's already effectively bought for you. I do recommend grabbing any if you want to have a duty officer. I recommend the biggest slots, because that's about if you buy yeah, basically sometimes it might be cheaper to buy the smaller packs than others, because some of these items you may only want to buy only once or twice. I mean, I don't need to buy these and these and these and these, but these are something you may want to consider. Of course, uniforms get stuff free, but of course, with uniforms, and I hate to say I picked most of these up unintentionally. I haven't actually gone out. I haven't gone out and actually purchased them. They've come with other stuff. But yeah, if you want to buy stuff, you can. Of course, I said anything, almost everything in is worth. Yeah, anything worth running around with, quite nice to have. Now, as I mentioned, there's combat trained at tardigrade, not particularly one we want to have on this flaming tag is nice fun thing to run around with. But like, and same with some of the other stuff here. Some of these are basically effectively two types of. You got bridge officers. You got bridge officers, and you see most of these bridge officers. As you can see, I've picked up various reasons. Combat companions. These are quote. These are effectively once. These are basically summable pets. These companions are basically pet select, very much say Admiral Bobo. And if you Klingon, you can always pick up someone else. Admiral Bobo is a joke, old joke, by the way. Species unlocks are pretty much. Some of these are. You don't want to pick up Reman, you can do that one very easily by the by getting tier 5 Romulan reputation before starting the Romulan character. Or it used to be the case. Everything else is either picked up, and everything else is I picked up the case and the drawing shield myself, and everything else came up with various other bonuses even there. Now, something that's not here. Been doing all the week, monthly event campaigns. You could, in theory, spend money now and get a quote. We can revisit these events. Basically, revisit these events. None of these are really super worth going for. I mean, because there's no ships in them. And I think, and I can't see anything that screams to me yet. Anything that screams to me that's part of this set at the moment. Yet. It's just that I actually. Yeah, video probes. Video probes is one of the things you may have got last. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The shuttle to Saturn in 30 hours.
Candle nump. The proto star set, which is the part of the low wind scenario. Very much it's more of a meme build, as in has what, in my opinion, got the most fun one of the most fun offensive uses of a ship item in game. Check the warp car. Yeah, if I had Bajoran security officer, he would love it. Sadly, he's not. That particular Bajoran security officer isn't in the game yet. Flagship distress beacon is someone's basically a pet of your faction. Oh yeah, I believe. Sorry, somebody's. I'm also trying to work out. Yeah, as I said, some of the old stuff's not worth picking up. Some of the other stuff is. But for me, I've already picked this stuff up because I've already picked up the tier 6 stash. The tokens. But yeah, that's basically it for most of it. Most of it, yes. There are some other things I want that I would like to cover. And now some of the other stuff I would consider looking at. Now I would recommend looking at GOG or GOG. Now basically they've got, as you can see, I've got a pile of these games in my library already. So yeah. So a lot of these games are very much are on sale as well. And as you can see there, I mean, what's the only were originally £8, £8.5. They're now £6.29. Pretty much very nice. And some of these, well, Starfleet Academy, Judgment Match, these are all legacy games, and so they do show that they are very dated. And well, Elite Force you may have seen me play in the past, and there's nothing preventing me from playing any of these other than time. So I'll just give you say that GOG is a good place if you want to look at some older Star Trek games that you can't find. Then there's the newest Star Trek game around, Star Trek Infinite. This is a Stellaris clone made by the people who make Stellaris. So it's a Stellaris clone in the sense that, and it's got a platinum tick for the for being for Steam Deck, if you believe. So this also comes with a free skin for the Miranda class if you get it around now. There is guides in various places to do it, but it's some of it half it's on the Paradox side and the other half is on Star Trek Online side. But you can pick up the Star Trek Infinite skin very much. Of course, I see here some of the additional DLC as well. In my opinion, not one of the ones I really want to go too far into, but it's not my cup of tea, and one I don't want to really go too much into playing on for you guys. Bridge Crew, if you originally was a VR exclusive, but now it's no longer not VR. Now this is, you do need to have other players to have buy the game with you. You're basically flying the NCC 701. So you got basically taking 3 or 4 slot seats on the particular ship, and you're basically flying around. But this is somewhat in VR. It's somewhat done in VR. So otherwise you'll be hopping around and you get a computer controlled buddy taking over. And there is actually I've not even bothered updating it to show TNG particular skins. Then there's Prodigy Supernova, which is basically, if you're a fan of the like to watch the Prodigy's game, and this is one I'm actually even considering getting myself. And this basically is done with help from people with the people who made the Prodigy TV show, and so you do get a lot of and I'm not just talking just some voice actors, but a lot of the sets don't just look like they've come from the TV show. They have come from the TV show, unlike most of the stuff. And as I said, don't bother too much reading about this, because I think this is relatively. Okay. And if you just to give you some the old Interplay titles, which is basically Starfleet Academy, which contains video footage from Shatner, Shatner's Kirk, Sulu, but it's mainly other people, mostly other people, but you do also have Chekhov in here as well. So this, I mean, heck, you can even pick up the gold edition if you so wish, but you can also pick up the Star Trek 25, which in my opinion is one of the best things you do need to do. These nice replications of the for a mid 90s, for an early 90s game of the TV show. I will mention that its current best is on. That this is currently, I have got some. According to me, it's currently best on. Currently got the current best is low on Steam, but the lowest ever is on GOG about quite a lot of time ago. And Judgment Rights is basically the follow-up to 25th anniversary, and basically is probably one of the last few times where you get all the classic original series cast members around, because a few years after the this is the last project where every member of the original series did anything did with it. Right. And one final thing, and this one's pretty much one of the few things I can't actually I don't think it's actually on sale at the moment. Is Star Trek Resurgence, and that's the only other Star Trek game, and this is one of the games where I'm going to keep an eye on it, but very much important, very much a big game for this one. Very much another big game of this year, so it'll be pretty high even if it isn't full price. But anyway, this has been Mike Shatwriter. See you guys next time, and hope you don't spend too much. Because next week I have a sale on my own stuff. Be Mike Shatwriter. See you guys next time.